dismount. That basically means you have your driver and your gunner staying with the Vic at all times. The driver can dismount, but they want to stay very, very close to the driver's seat, so they can hop back in quickly. But they can dismount. The gunner will stay there and provide security and a force multiplier for the infantry. And then on the infantry channels, you'll be given the order to load back up. You guys will get back in. Once everybody's loaded, I get the word that we're loaded, I'll call then on Convoy net that we're Oscar Mike. And we continue doing the same thing. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Yes, sir.
All right. That's basically the gist of what we're going over tonight. Captain, do you have anything else you want to add?
I don't think so.
Okay. Lieutenant Williams?
One quick pet peeve of mine. The first Vic, your weapon's pointed forward. Going backwards, you alternate left, right, and the last Vic is pointed to the rear. Not a hard thing to figure out. Just look and see what the Vic in front of you is doing, gunners.
Thank you. That's a good point. As far as dealing with civilian vehicles, this is something I was talking with the first sergeant.
Good evening, guys.
We do not allow civilian vehicles, to roam freely through our convoy. If they're approaching and they're not yielding, hopefully we can get an alternate route with a wide berth around a civilian vehicle. If we're unable to, we will do a standard encounter with civilians. So the 5 S's. All right. Say, show, shoot, shoot, shoot. Can't really say much yelling from the top of a turret. So basically just do a warning shot.
Oh, Hellhole, and Diver, and Golden Onyx.
Disable the vehicle. Third shoot is shoot to kill. All right.
Hopefully this particular sortie goes a little bit
of force is proper.
better, shall we say, than the previous ones. My last flight was awfully boring. So hopefully we'll be able to put on a good show this time around.
You shouldn't be shooting civilians, period. Unless we are specifically in an area where civilians are known to be in a threat, you can shoot to warn, you can shoot to disable their vehicle, but do not fucking kill any civilians.
That's a good tip.
Unless they pull a gun out and start shooting at us. There's no threat of suicide bombers in this area. There's no threat of vehicle-borne IEDs in this area.
Copy that, Captain.
That's something that always needs to be gone over during the mission briefing, because we
Oh, hey, Riley.
act way too aggressively towards civilians a lot of the time.
I'm good.
Corporal Patty, you have a question?
Thank you, LT. Quick question about civilians with weapons. If they have them, we can assume that they're aggressive, correct?
It depends on the mission, but past deployments where we've encountered civilians who were armed, locals, they were assumed not hostile unless they were pointing that weapon at you. But that's a mission contingent thing.
Confirm. Thank you, LT.
Are any other questions or comments from anybody? All right, let's load up in the convoy. And do what we just went over.
Depends on the situation. I would probably have to hand it to either the F-18,
Our bones, Vic 2.
just because they have to really kick that out there. But I mean, historically speaking, the Harrier, just because that's again what it was designed for. But modern stuff that actually works, I'd probably have to hand that one to either the F-18 or the F-16. Some would argue the F-15E, but it's definitely more of an interdictor. It's just nice that it can carry a hell of a lot of ordnance. So now we'll watch them do some convoy stuff.
Negative.
That was in reference to Donovan's question, in case you guys missed it. What do I reckon is the best cast jet, excluding the A-10? So yeah, I'd say Harrier. And then after that, yeah, it's kind of a tie between the F-18 and the F-16. They're just too damn fast. I think they're actually going to roll out, so I'm going to go. Have to go get ready.
Who's on the gun?
Oh, and I was just talking talking the good guys. I guess if we're going to add in everyone else, then, oh man, that opens up a lot. Because you got the Su-25, you've got the British Harrier, the GR2.
Warlord, this is Dagger on 7-0, over.
Looks like it may be showtime here.
Go ahead for Warlord on 10-0.
Go ahead and take your guys and continue brief flight, over.
Affirm on that.
Thunder, same for you, over.
Dagger, Thunder, acknowledge, continue pre-flight, over. Alright, showtime. Stick it here in between the hangars. Just generally a better spot in case I need to taxi around. Grab my stuff. Beretta Vector Vest. Pack. And hopefully all my radios are still jiving, because I'm going to be monitoring a bunch of radio frequencies tonight. Just for funsies. I'm going to be monitoring monitoring my normal stuff, 7071, 7579, 51, but I'm also going to monitor 50 and 31, so Convoy Net and Company Net, just so I can have something else to listen to in case things do get boring again, which I certainly hope they don't. So we got all my goodies here. And let's go ahead and put this on. And put this on.
Maintain 50 meters dispersion and limit speed to 50 kph. Big one, Oscar Mike.
Crap. Maruko ground, Thunder 6-1, signing in frequency 75. GBUs, 0. I've got on 2 Kilo Mavericks, a bunch of rockets, 6 Mark 82, and a pot of Ligers, so kind of switching it up. Thanks, Blue Pedal. Appreciate it. Ooh.
Civilian Vic left side, Vic 4 and 5.
All right, no markers.
Yes, sorry.
Vic 1, civilian vehicle, 30 meters in front. Over. Copy that. Give a wide berth around to the right.
Thunder, this is Dagger on 7-0, over.
Dagger, Thunder 7-0, go ahead.
Be advised, you're clear to launch, over.
Dagger, Thunder 6-1, Roger, cleared to lift. Maruko, we'll check in when in the AO.
Roger. Warlord, this is Dagger on 7-0, over.
Maruko ground, Thunder 6-1, starting up at aircraft parking.
Clear lift from Maruko, air base, over.
Copy that. Is there certain areas you want to get from the AO? You want us northeast, northwest, southwest? What would the task force commander like the Warlord?
Be advised, take time to convoy and
Maruko Ground, Thunder 6-1, good start up at aircraft parking. Taxi from Mike 1 to Sierra 1 for runway 09er, straight at departure to the east. Thunder.
Well, go ahead and hold to the northeast of the task force. Distance your call, over.
Copy that. We'll be northeast of the task force. Out.
I was wondering when they were going to launch us. I was like, we going, guys, or what? Let's see what we can come up with today. Oop, there goes the Apache.
Air raid, Morocco, this is Warlord signing in on 7-5. We're currently spooling up.
Maruko Tower, Thunder 6-1, taking runway 09er for southern pattern departure. Thunder. Maruko Tower, Thunder 6-1, rolling on 09er.
Dagger, Warlord 7-0.
Warlord, Dagger, Center.
What would you like Lancer to do tonight as well? Do you want him hanging out around to the northwest as well?
You'll probably change it a lot, Donovan. The way they're going to be implementing ArmA, amongst other things, is going to be very interesting. So we'll see.
So you'll have Lancer hanging out with us?
Roger that.
Alright, over. That's a joke.
Maruko Tower, Thunder 6-1 is upwind on 09er, turning left crosswind. Thunder.
All stations 70, be advised task force is taking contact, over.
I'll talk to you in a second, Avery. I'm leaving the pattern. Maruko traffic, Thunder 6-1, turning left downwind, 09er.
We're in raid. One button down for a departure to the west.
Maruko traffic, Thunder 6-1, crossing midfield, passing through 5,000, departing your airspace to the south, transitioning to 7-0 and 7-1. G'day.
Okay, base is Warlord 7-5. We're now exiting airspace.
Dagger, this is Thunder, frequency 70.
Thunder, Dagger, 70, go ahead and send it.
Dagger, Thunder, advisor ready for cast check-in.
Thunder, Dagger, send cast check-in, over.
Roger, Dagger. Thunder 6-1 with you, frequency 70. Mission number 0318, Bravo, flight of ×1, 810 Charlie. At Angel 7 and above, orbiting 5 kilometers from the task force. Weapon systems reading as full load on the GAU 8, 7 times Liger rocket, 2 times AGM-65 Kilo Maverick, 38 Hydra 70 rocket, 6 times Mark 82, 2 times AIM-9 Sidewinder. Abort will be wave off. I am saddle and laser capable. Fuel tanks at 9 or 7% and bleeding. Flight time 0 plus 9 or 0. Thunder is on station, ready for tasking on 7-0.
Roger that, Thunder, brief back, Killer 1 has 810 Charlie Warhawk. You're holding 5 kilometers from... Dagger, Thunder, we got check frequency 70, over.
Dagger, Thunder, reading you Lima Charlie 7-0.
Roger that, Thunder, I read back, Killer 1 times 810 Charlie Warhog, you're holding 5 kilometers of the task force base plus 7,000. Full load in the gun, 7 times Liger rockets, 2 times AGM kilos, 6 times Mark A2, 38 times Hydra 70 rockets, 2 times A9 Sidewinders. Work code is wave off. Stand by for work on sensor, over.
Dagger Thunder. Roger, be advised. Time on station 0 plus 9 minutes.
Roger,
Dagger,
time on
this is
station 0
Warlord.
plus 90 minutes, over.
Oh, that was quick. They already lost a Vic.
Dagger, this is Warlord on 70.
Warlord's Dagger, 70, send it.
Standing by for check-in.
Oh boy. How did they... What did they hit him with?
Phoenix Dagger, 70, over.
Dagger, Phoenix 70, go ahead.
Sling up MRAP, bring it to us, stand by for LZ.
Oh boy. He said 38. He got it. I got 38 Hydras on board.
Phoenix Dagger, 70, be advised LZ's marked on blue force, grid reference 059er, break 053, type mark 0844, ingress, egress, east, over.
Solid copy. Dagger, this is Warlord on 70, standing by for check-in.
Warlord's Dagger, 70, send it.
Dagger, Warlord, flight of AH-64D Apache, excuse me, Echo Apache. I'm approximately 4 kilometers northeast of your position at elevation
Nope.
500.
Altitude, not elevation, dude.
1200 times M230 autocannon, 8 times AGM. Limas, 8 times AGM kilos. 2 times M9s, 6 sidewinders. Abort quarters.
Wow.
You're gonna have to wait. We're doing a tanks are reading at 90% bleeding. Flight time is 0 times 120. We're on station, ready for tasking. Over.
6 Sidewinders, huh? That's interesting.
Warlord's Dagger, 70, change your report code, over.
Copy that, Dagger.
Pick a different abort code, dude.
Phoenix, go ahead and hold off to the east, distance to your call, recommending about 5 clicks, over.
I hope they can actually sling that MRAP.
Frequency 5-1, this is Phoenix Heavy, how copy?
How copy, Phoenix?
Wait 1, Dagger. Break. Dagger, Phoenix 70, go ahead.
Hold off to the east, about 5 clicks, over.
Affirm. Dagger, Phoenix 70, interrogative.
I can. It's just the view distance obviously is a bit wonky. So, you know, if I zoom in, I can't really see anything just because the way picture-in-picture is done.
Dagger, Phoenix 70, interrogative.
Send it.
Did they place an MRAP near the airfield?
Negative. They're at the motor pool.
Affirm.
Let's see what we got.
Average traffic, Phoenix 70, frequency 75, spooling from helicopter report.
Oh, geez, if I get a 9-line, my 9-line card is not playing ball.
Break. Dagger, Phoenix 70, looks like enemy vehicles have made their way to the airfield. Gonna hop out and shoot them with an M4.
What? Huh.
Phoenix, I need more information. All assets on 70, this is Aries on 70, be advised. PID your target, you were firing at a civilian vehicle, dipshit.
Wow. Okay.
Blackhawk and bring us to MRAP. Correction to Chinook, bring us to MRAP. Time now, over.
What was that?
Dagger, this is Lancer, over.
Lancers, Dagger sounded.
Stand by for check-in. This is Lancer, flight of 1, AH6M, Little Bird.
And he forgot how to check in, apparently.
Phoenix, go ahead and wave off resupply. Go ahead and land, spool down at Maruko, over.
Solid copy, Dagger 70, Phoenix landing, Spoon Hill.
Dagger, this is Lancer, over.
Go ahead and continue, Lancer.
I say again, weapon systems reading at 6,000 rounds on the M134, 38 M229 Hydra 70 rocket.
No. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know how that all went down.
Lancers, Dagger, money abort code, over.
Abort code is erase. How copy?
Erase, I like that.
Lancers, Dagger 70, solid copy. I check and abort code is erase, over.
Dagger, that is a good copy, over.
He didn't give his position, nothing.
Warlord, Dagger 70, over.
Warlord answering, Dagger.
Be advised, never got an updated abort code from you.
Updated board code will be Eagles.
Interesting. I don't know.
Roger that. We're right back here 1 times.
I don't know, maybe they were bringing ammunition or something?
Task force. Full load in the gun. 8 times AGM Lima is 8 times AGM kilos. 2 times A9
The
Time station 0.
MI-26? No.
Abort code is Eagles, over.
Dagger, Warlord copies all, thank you.
What do you mean, Rick? You mean, the chopper guys? Oh yeah, I mean, realistically speaking, if you just drove up to the flight line and something like that, you would get blasted by Air Force security forces real quick. And I mean real quick. So that was a bit unorthodox. Oh no, you're right, Ethan. Yeah, if you stroll onto a flight line, even like active duty Air Force personnel, you go rolling up onto a flight line and it would be it'd be pretty ugly. I mean, you're gonna see the barrel of an M4, like no doubt about it. Yeah, I know, our SFs, lazy bums. All right, what do we got? It kind of feels odd not being able to put marks down on anything. It's very unorthodox, though, losing a vehicle that quickly. All right, let's see what's what. I'm maintaining 7,000 for this show, just so I can get a little bit better resolution on the pod. Let's see what's waiting for him. Yeah, I'm surprised the MRAPs went up that quick. I don't know what could have hit him that would have schwacked him like that, but you know, guess we do what we can. Let's see what happens here. Oh, Ethan, I really hope Bowman just keeps his mouth shut. Where altitude Warlord's at? Let's see, 4 clicks away from me. No, he's closer than that, but as long as I'm above him, that's all I care about. I'll at least play with a laser spot, just for funsies. Alright, so they already schwacked those. Nope, they didn't schwack those dudes yet, so we got a couple there. And a couple there, already dead.
All Station 70, be advised, task force is engaged in enemy roadblock on grid reference 047, break 048, type mark, rental marker 0853 and 0853 to the south, over.
Dagger, Thunder copies, troops in contact on a roadblock. Be advised, there is a single APC, a M113, grid 047046.
Roger that, Thunder, advised on time now, over.
Specialist, who is your first line with an android? Over.
They got guys KIA?
Solid copy. 5-1 is reinsert net, not technical reinsert net, but I'll try to send that up for you.
Let's chop the lays. Yeah, I'm sure Lieutenant Warren probably heard that check-in and is going to have a word with him on it. The order and why we check in the way that we do. I don't know if any of the other JTACs do what Avery does, but I know Avery, he writes down the check-in, so he knows exactly how much ordnance is on board. And if he calls for a strike, then he checks off, okay, they no longer have X, Y, or Z on board. You know, so if I have my 6 Mark 82s and I call 3 away, he chalks on his notepad 3 bombs away. If I say, okay, I've got, you know, a tank and I'm going to engage with Maverick and I nail it and he knows I have 2, then he crosses out of Maverick so he knows not to call for ordnance that I don't have. Something just blew up big. They must not be very concerned with that M113. Alright, I'm going to do a simulated gun run on him. Just so I can see what's the goings on. 047. Oh, Jesus, what was that? Huh, that was weird. Alright, it's a simulated gun run. On safe, weapons are on safe, weapons are on safe. Alright, target acquired. No friendlies in too close of proximity. Throttle back. Turn in. Wings level. 5 clicks to go.
Thunder, Dagger 70, over.
Dagger, Thunder, talk to me.
Stand by for 9 line, over.
Dagger, Thunder, ready 9 line. Read slowly. My pen's running out of ink.
Roger that, Thunder. This will be Type 1 control. IP Sierra. 360 degrees, 8 kilometers, 12 meters, M113. Location is 047, break 046, type mark 0858. Friendlies are to the east, 100 meters. You guys, your discretion, over.
Dagger, Thunder 6-1, reading back. Type 1 control, Sierra 360, 8 kilometers, 12 meters, M113 at 047046, mark 0850, east 100 meters, danger close, egressing is my call.
Readback is correct, semi-pro marks over.
Dagger, Thunder, ready additional.
New type mark 0859er, 34 meters, elevation. Stand by on target, over.
Dagger, Thunder, have it 0859er, 33 meters.
Readback is correct, stand by.
Dagger, Thunder, standing by. Okay, you called for DC, dude. Where's this vehicle? Crap, I lost it. Pen is running out of ink. In other words, of using my phone. Yes, exactly, Diver. You like that immersive call. I don't know why my keyboard is being so mean to me, but that M113 is long gone, fellas. I lost him. Lost him on visual, too. Yep, absolutely lost it. Shiza. That's not good. That's why you keep your heads up, kids. Or you keep them in the pod.
That is Dagger and 70. I lost eyes on the M113. Do you have eyes, over?
Dagger, Thunder, no joy. I'm working on him. Trying to find him.
Roger.
Where did he go? Dagger, Thunder, be advised, friendlies have overrun the previous type mark. Still no eyes on the APC. I'm looking for him.
Roger that. Be advised, it's only 50 cal, so it's not that much of a worry for you. Over.
Roger, Dagger. As soon as I find him, I'll let you know. Maybe north to south if I do find him at this rate. Dagger, Thunder, tally. I got him. I got him. Grid 045046. It is still danger close to friendlies.
Roger that. Go ahead and wave off of the 9 line, over.
Roger, Dagger. Marker 045046. Havoc 6 is about 150 meters out from it. Can still do it if you need it.
Roger, just go ahead and stand by.
Come on, dude. Give me the mission. Ooh. Oh, Dingor. When vehicles sink into the maps. Whew, good night. Dagger, Thunder, I saw the hit. That's game over.
Roger that, Thunder. Abort. Correction. Wave off of 9 line, over.
Dagger, Thunder, Roger, waving off. Well, at least my practice run was decent. Man. Kaboom. That would have been a cool run.
Specialist, did you ever get your insert 5-1?
All station says you have be advised task force is getting back to the vehicles to continue the convoy, over.
Yeah, Lewis, I saw his video on the F-14 with the animations. It did look pretty cool. Yeah, it's kind of tricky when they sink into the ground like that. You gotta be real sneaky about how you about what you look for. You gotta find them on, look for little thermal signatures and little things here and there to try to spot them. In case in point, that MRAP is half buried in the ground. It's not perfect, but you know, sometimes ArmA does ArmA. You know, I can read a billboard, but can't spot a freaking APC. That's still somehow still burning in the ground. And my sensors can pick it up and lock it, but I can't. Go figure. Alright, so that is that. Civilians there. Alrighty. Good on gas. What's next on the menu? So next up, let's see what's going on up at Rosalia. Nothing. Oh, hi everybody. Ooh, Hammer's mad. Hellhole man, sorry you couldn't stay the whole time. You gotta get some sleep. Thanks for coming out. You know I appreciate the support. Like, share, subscribe. I'm a terrible streamer. I don't know how this works. I just want to play video games, and other people like watching me play video games, so I'm a man of the people. If you were a tank, which one would it be? M1A2 Abrams, bro. No question. No question. I guess if I'm feeling particularly communist, it would be the T-34, because of course they're made of glorious stalinium. But I wouldn't go any further than that. So we got a 23. And we got a tank. I don't like that tank. I want it dead. That's a cool spot for it, too. Because their route is going to take them to the left of it. Oh, no, they are going through it. Ooh, boy. That's going to be a doozy. They're going to have to clear that nonsense out pretty brutally. Alright. Well, now Ares knows I've been watching him, so he knows I see him. He knows I know where he is. He knows I know what they're doing. I'm going to switch the orbit. Let's go the other way. I don't need to turn quite that hard, but whatever. Lord knows I'm going to have the gas to burn. That's for sure. Switch up the orbit direction. Where's the convoy? Oh boy. Dagger Thunder 7-0.
Thunder is Dagger 7-0. Send it.
Interrogative. Clarification on previous orders. I know you requested no markers. Can I give you spot checks as to what's waiting for you? Over.
Negative. I have eyes on. Over.
Roger, Dagger. This one should be a pretty good show. Be advised, I already have the rather big piece of meat in the pod. I'm watching him.
Roger that.
Hey, here we go. It's about to get, as the kids these days say, lit AF. Oh, here comes the 23. It's gonna be mad. Oh, hey, Alderan. Nice of you to join us. Yes, I know his name is Adaran, everyone, but it's just too hard to discuss, so I just go with Alderan because it's funnier. Ooh, is that a man pads? No, RPG. Let's see who can take out the ZU-23. It's just a pet name. Alderan and I are homies. I call him Alderan. He calls me Captain Master Blaster. He doesn't actually call me that. I made that up, but that'd be a really cool name. Alrighty, what's this tank gonna do?
Thunder is Dagger 7-0. Do you see the Zeus can at corridor Frank 027, Frank 052, type mark 09 or 10, over.
Dagger Thunder, I saw him a long time ago.
Stand by for 9 line.
Dagger Thunder, ready 9 line. Again, watch the speed on the read.
Roger that. Type 1 control. 123 NA. 6 meters. CSU 027, break 052, type mark 0910. Friendly southeast 300 meters. Egress, your call over.
Dagger Thunder, I read back type 1 control 1 through 3 NA 6 meters 1 ZU-23 at 027052. Mark 0910. Friendly southeast 300 meters, egressing at my discretion. Alright, let's get out to the east. Dagger Thunder, standing by for additional. Ruh-roh.
Thunder, go ahead and send a Liger on target, over.
Dagger Thunder, roger. Inbound now with Liger ETA 30 Sierra. Dagger Thunder, dart away.
Thunder, we got a main battle tank at 09 or 12, right for marker, north of the peninsula. Correction, the bridge, over.
Dagger Thunder, tally.
Dagger from Warlord. Warlord has eyes on MVT as well.
Warlord, go ahead, send one time the AGM at it, over.
Warlord copies 1 times AGM at the MBT.
Gonna rifle it or what?
Warlord's dagger, I'm standing by for your call, over.
Dagger Warlord rifle.
Roger.
Dagger Thunder 7-0, recommend follow-up gunshot. There's a fixed HMG in a bunker right next to the tank.
Stand by.
Come on, give me the bird.
Thunder, go ahead and continue gun run on target, over.
Dagger Thunder 6-1, in from the northeast. 35 seconds. Speed breaks out.
Warlord, go ahead and re-engage with the AGM at miss.
Dagger Warlord rifle.
Gun run on that MBT machine gun replacement.
Dagger Thunder guns. Oh, come on.
Warlord, be about 30 on target, over.
Warlord copies dagger.
There's no such thing as kill stealing. We're all on the same team. Please tell me I got the machine gun. Yes, I did. That was the whole point of that run. Alright. Where was I?
Warlord, you got 1 destroyed main bound, tank complete cast, over.
Dagger Thunder, be advised, the fixed HMG in the bunker is toast.
Roger, I see the same. Complete cast, Thunder.
Dagger Thunder, Roger, going back into the wheel. I can't believe he missed with the first rifle. I should have waved him off myself. I don't know how he missed him with the Hellfire, but I was in ready for that one. Could have birded him too. Granted, that was probably a more appropriate target for a Maverick shot, but you know, what ifs. Dagger Thunder, interrogative. Have you guys spotted that BTR in the middle of town? Disregard. Somebody spotted the BTR in the middle of town.
Yeah, roger that. It seems to be cooking out.
Yeah, Alderaan, I think, I don't know what direction they shot from. I think they... I gotta find out what direction they shot from, because that was, I came in directly from the north because I knew that's where they were gonna be, and friendlies had a way behind. Well, to be fair there, Knight, actually, it was kinda make sure I finished it off, but the big thing was, going for that machine gun that was in the bunker next to it, because that machine gun was going to lay waste to those guys for a while there, and that's a good target for the A-10 to sneak rounds in behind it. To be fair, bombs would have been better, just to bomb the crap out of that whole thing, but, you know. Alright. See what they got waiting for him. I came in from this direction to this direction, so I made sure I wasn't shooting towards friendlies, but I had to get behind him, so I couldn't come straight behind, because obviously I'd be shooting towards friendlies, and that's no good. If for some reason the gun is firing, if the barrels are rotating and rounds are going out, for some reason I have to yank the stick back, that's no good. That's definitely no good. So you just have to be cognizant of that sort of thing when you're running the gun. Just making sure you don't shoot towards friendlies. Same with rockets. All right. Have they lost any MRAPs up to this point? Doesn't look like it. Those are our guys. Doing a good danger crossing. Nice. Nicely done. That's how you do it. What squad is that? Who is that down there? 2-1. Let me holler at you boys. Outstanding work. That's how I like to see some mounting. Other than the fact that you bunched up like crazy. But that's okay. You could be nut to button when you're having to mount in CQB. I believe that's my man Myers' squad. Let's take a look, see how everyone else is doing. How's everybody else doing? A little bit of a blob there. Oh, that's not a good place to be. Where's your cover, random person? The hell are you doing out there by yourself? That's how you get your ass kicked by these dudes. Oh, I want to give them the Burt. That would be fun to give them the Burt. Yep. 2-1. Myers. Good boy. You know, I say that, but, you know, it sounds elementary, but you'd be surprised how many guys just blob it right across a freaking danger crossing and get shredded by somebody getting cute. Ooh, come back on the power, dude. Okay, watch it, 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 watch it. Look to your freaking left! Your left! Oh, shoot that dude. Okay, he's good. Yeah, seriously, tack blob. They can't hear you. Oh, I know they can't. That'd be awesome. They get on their squad net. That'd be awesome. Just get on 121. Like, Havoc 2-1, this is Thunder on 121. Nice movement through the town. Way to not be idiots. Look at him covering sectors! Amazing! Let me see, where's my man Avery? He's gonna be somewhere around here. See if I can find him in his fancy hat. This is probably the sloppiest orbiting I've done in a while, but yeah, no. Doing things. Mount a bullhorn. Alright, where's Avery? I know I should be covering the task force, but since I'm not putting down markers and everything, it's like, I'll do what I want. Man, where'd he go? Ooh, he's long gone. Oh, there he is. Maybe. There's 6. Looking for a fancy helmet. Man, I'm getting a lot of DCs. Alright, crossing the bridge of death. Any moment now, that thing's gonna launch itself into fucking orbit. Just gonna join the SpaceX car. Can you mount the M134 on MRAPs? Theoretically, yes. I just have to change the weapon type on the config, but it's still going to look like Modus or Mark 19 or a 240. So that's the one thing that kind of sucks about about it. Like, I would have to basically remodel an entire MRAP to put the minigun or like a GAU 19 or something onto the MRAP. So it'd be cool, but alas, it is somewhat difficult to do. So we got a couple of stragglers up ahead. Man, they've been having a lot of problems with the MRAPs here. Hey, Fisher, you're a little late, but it's all right. You missed 2 Berts and a Liger. So, okay times. Of course, Avery's back in action, calling 9 lines, doing work, handling his business down there in traditional Avery fashion. But yep, that's exactly what the Liger is for. Which island? An RPG gunner, you say? Ow. Ow again. Favorite cast plane from Vietnam? Huh, easy. A1. Duh. Apart from that, no, it's pretty much just the A1. The F-100s were always pretty cool the way they did their thing, but, you know, typical fast movers, you know, the F-4s and the F-100s are just too fast. Hence why the A-10 exists. Prerequisites for 11 Foxtrot 3 Bravo. Technically, there are none. I like for folks to have had some sort of flight experience already and already be very familiar with flying in ArmA and what it pertains to. Of course, being prepared to learn a lot, because it's not as easy as it probably sounds. Beyond that, yeah. Generally, though, like, I'll only take somebody who's spent some time in the unit on the ground, you know, not just coming straight out and flying, which is slightly hypocritical of me because I was a medic for a grand total of 32 days before I got my spot in the Tigers, but I lucked into it because spots don't open very often. Generally, for one of us to leave the Tigers, you either have to kill us or we have to retire. You know, it's not like we just go to a different part of the unit. Like, this is kind of the end of the line anyways. But, yeah. I like for guys to have spent some time on the ground to really appreciate what it is that they're doing and making sure it's, you know, something that they're passionate about, something they enjoy. Because sometimes, if you saw my mission from last week when I flew for Alpha, sometimes all you do is just fly around. Like days like today where I'm not talking to Dagger and I'm not giving him spot checks and showing targets and doing everything for him. It's like, you know, sometimes you just gotta like flying, looking through the pod and enjoying the scenery, you know, just kind of how it is. Anyways, favorite cast plane from World War II, asks Donovan. Well, there wasn't any real dedicated cast back then, but I suppose if you had to, I'd go with the P-47 just because, I mean, 850 cals. I mean, what else can be said about 850 cals? That's just the business. But beyond that, I don't know. Beyond that, I'd say let's go with, I mean, the Stuka, but it was kind of a one-shot deal. But it did its work and did it well. I like the way they cross. Who is that up front? Is that 2-1? No, 2-2. That's a really cool way for them to move, though. How they, like, come crawling in behind the MRAP and then just burst out when it crosses. Oh, yeah, IL-2. Haha, duh. How did I forget the IL-2? The Sturmovik. Sturmovik was quite an airplane. Granted, from all the times I have played IL-2 and flown IL-2s in IL-2, I really don't like the airplane. Just, it doesn't do much for me, so yeah, I'm gonna stick with P-47. It's usually not in command announcements. I mean, you'll just kind of see the roster pop when I you know, when I have an open spot. But, you know, generally speaking, there's a list of people who are
Thunder's
on it, ready to go.
Lancer's Dagger Senate.
Huh.
Be advised, I'm RTB for refuel over.
Roger that.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw the civilians over there. Oh, where'd they go? Where'd they go? I just saw them.
Repair base, this is Lancer signing up for the safe spot and down from the east to the refuel spot.
Refuel spot, nice. The FARP? Forward air refueling point? Something? I don't know. Stay right. Oh, and also, Gaming Ginger, and of course Alderan, and Ringo Games, and Majesting Gray? Majesting Gray? Anyways, thanks for the follows, everybody, on Twitch. I appreciate it. Favorite, retweet, and ungram? I don't think you guys want to see my DCS play. My ArmA missions can get boring. My DCS missions consist of a lot of time of Hammersmain and I bantering back and forth as we fly, 30, 40 miles from one place to the other. What is my Twitch? I don't know. I just know I'm streaming because everyone asked me to stream on Twitch, so I was like, okay, I'll start streaming. Let's see. Are they still working on their Land Rover? Yeah, there it is. Thanks, Diver. I was like, I know somebody's got my Twitch somewhere. I didn't have a clue. My favorite wee-woo contraption. I don't know. It's probably like the first one he ever showed me, and it was like the ATV with the wipeout attached. When wee-woo found out that I was kind of an aviator, he was like, "Oh, I have just the thing for you." All right. Damn it. Dagger Thunder 7-0 interrogative. When possible, can you give me a spot check on the friendly ground situation down there?
Yeah, roger that, Thunder. Be advised, convoy is continuing. We have a broken down civilian Vic at 0930, work for marker. Aggregate reference 032, break 061.
I know.
Lots of a blue Euro approaching us.
Yeah, Fisher. So we ended up getting a nice big Chevy 3500 van. It finally made it through the docks in Puerto Rico. My mom and dad were down there at the beginning of the month, so they were there this first week of February, and they did the whole delivery at the Centro de Bendición. They had like a whole ceremony and like a whole thing. They had it like in bows. It was pretty epic. I'm gonna, as soon as they get back from Puerto Rico, I'll get all the pictures and yeah, I'll post it up somewhere. I don't know where the hell I'm gonna put it yet, but yeah, I'm gonna put together a whole thing for Caster PR. But bottom line, mission was absolutely 100% accomplished. The people who needed the van have the van. Oh, thanks, Big Rig, for the follow. What haven't I used? I've already butchered Instagram, Tweetbooks. Oh, yeah, and friend me on MySpace. Or recommend me on MySpace. Ooh, reviews on Yelp. Send Captain Soda reviews on Yelp. Whatever. However social networks work nowadays, I don't know. Yeah, as soon as my mom and dad send them to me, then I'll bring them up. I told them to like video and like do the whole thing because I want to do a whole Caster PR thank you video for folks, but you know, I'm waiting on them because I couldn't get the time off of work to go down to Puerto Rico. Alright, I think I'll be able to just park it at this point because they've almost rolled all the way through. They're almost back to Maruco. Unless Tukos is going to be absolutely lit up. Let's see. Civilian, civilian, civilian. Dudes with guns. RPG gunner. Let's see if there's any surprises waiting for him there. Tukos. Nope, doesn't look like it. I guess I can do a low.
All station 70, be advised, task force in contact with 2 times technicals, over.
Oh, Pinterest! Yeah, I forgot that. Thank you, diver. Yeah, my reaction is pretty much priceless on that one.
Stand by.
Copy that. We'll load up.
I kind of want to buzz.
Lancer back on station.
I kind of want to buzz the convoy. Dagger Thunder 7-0, be advised. Do with this information what you will. PID going into Tukos. I say again, PID going into Tukos.
Roger that. Roger.
Because they're going to light up some civvies if they're not careful. I wonder if I should... I guess I should probably do that. See if I can maybe grow the audience some way, somehow. Do like an Instagram, and a Facebook, and a Twitter. I don't know how you do a Pinterest, but I guess I could try to do like a Pinterest. Or just like have like all the social networks, like all the cool vloggers and people do. But then I have no idea what content to put on there, because I'm sure everyone would get sick of A10 screenshots from ArmA. I don't know. Find cool stuff online. Whatevs. Ooh, hey there! Hi there, big fella. Where'd you come from? I don't know how Pinterest works. I'm not a lady. All I know about Pinterest is that it's Reddit for women. Yes, I understand how sexist that probably sounded. A10 screenshots from DCS, yeah. Actually, there's some good potential in DCS for cool A10 screenshots. I'm gonna have to have Barba make me a DCS skin to mirror my my ArmA skin. That way I feel like I'm actually doing stuff. It's just so hard with DCS because, you know, if you don't make, you gotta make your own missions to have them really cool and action-packed, but then you already know everything that's waiting for you. So it's kind of weak sauce. I wish I could drop these Mark 82s. Ooh, and a Land Rover. Nice hiding spots there, guys. An entire Instagram dedicated to A10 memes. That would be neato. I'm not creative enough, though, to do cool memes, you know? I mean, I can come up with a couple every now and again, but, you know, to keep a good, solid supply. I mean, geez, I don't even use my personal Instagram. And on occasion I use my... traffic. Okay. Just make sure I wasn't about to run into a helicopter. Oh, hi! It's in a bush! I guess I'll let Ares know that I spotted it. I know you know. Saltiest, funniest quotes. Ooh. Oh, that would be cool. I could do like a quote book Instagram. And Primal23. Thank you for the follow, my man. Appreciate it. I gotta work on my Streamlabs sounds. I want some cool sounds like Top has. Where is the convoy? Blue flag, negative. I have not. Never even heard of it. I'll get over their backs. Shoot over the shoulder if I have to. Really? There's nothing there. Yes. Yes, Pigosaurus. There. It's a funny screen name. Yes, there are quite a few people playing ArmA. I mean, just in the 506 alone, we've got 140 active members, plus another 100 plus in reserves. So yeah, there's very little reason not to get ArmA, but of course I'm a little biased. Donovan, what are you flying? That you're having trouble with. There's your BTR. How about I mark him for you? Ah, good boy. What were they hitting? Hi, dog. Sorry, my dog decided he wanted to sniff my elbow. How do you play with people? Well, from the public server standpoint, there's as many game modes as you can throw a stick at. I mean, shake a stick at? Throw a rock at? Whatever. You got King of the Hill and all the different life servers, all the zombie servers. Of course, you can go, I mean, full realism like we do. You can do milsim like most people do. I mean, it's just, the list goes on. There's as many ways to play ArmA as you can think. I will check it out, the DCS missions, because I've downloaded a couple of dynamic style missions on DCS, but they tend to be a bit mixed. Either they're great or they're crap. And the ones that are kind of good, like, you know, with JTAC voice control, or with, you know, JTAC voices coming in that's pre-recorded and everything, there's just a finite amount of times that you can do it before you just kind of know what everything is. So it's just, you know, keeping it spicy. That's really what attracts me still with this. Make the captain spill coffee like in Top Gun. Yeah, if only.
All Station 70, be advised task force is blocking their VIX in the 2 coasts. We have 1 times BTR that's unoccupied, spotted right now, over.
Dagger, Thunder, Roger, have had tally on the BTR for a while now. The turret is facing towards your avenue of approach, so I'd advise caution with it. Oh yeah, Predator. I have done that one before. Hammer and I have jumped in on that server.
Dagger Warlord has eyes on BTR.
We've all got eyes on the BTR. We know where he is. Just a question of whether or not we can schwack him is the question. I'm gonna land with bombs again. I don't even know why I bring bombs. I'm just waiting for some serious sauce now, any minute now. That's kind of blobby. Oh, that's the other thing I really kind of don't like about DCS is, you know, you get so used to just the radio-ness here in ArmA using TFAR, where it sounds like folks are on the radio, where it kind of makes them sound crappier, whereas in DCS, you know, just everyone has good mics and it just sounds like the guy's standing in the room next to you. With Ligers or Mavs, yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, like with this particular loadout, you know, instead of bringing, you know, a crap ton of bombs like I normally do on the center stations, I put on a bunch of unguided rockets, hoping I might get a chance to shoot him, but, you know, not really. Oh man, when I did that gun run, I should have just let my rockets go. That would have been cool. Man, missed opportunity. That would have been sweet. Had I just rocketed the hell out of him and then followed up with a gunshot. Is that a Hunt IR? Yep. Hi, little Hunt IR. I didn't realize anyone still used those. Bring nothing but just be a rocket platform, freaking World War II style. Guns and rockets all day. Let Warlord deal with the missiles. Ah, see, that's what I should have done. I should have rifled off the tank with a Maverick, rocketed the entire mission, and then finished the whole thing up with a nice long squirt of the gun. Just leveled that whole thing. Oh well, missed opportunity. Favorite vehicle to blow up in the A10? Any MBT. Just because, especially with when you have to make the gunshot, and you have to make a good, precise gunshot to make sure you actually kill it, that's where I really get my entertainment. I may as well go put it down at home, and they're not going to call me again. I could buzz them. Whoops, smoking. Ah, there she goes. And now destroy the building, because cook off. Can you kill a T-90 with the gun? Yes, but you gotta be real smart about how you do it. You gotta be real smart. It's a high-angle top shot, and you got to get it right in the engine cover. But just the way that armor is modeled, it's modeled in the LOD of the model itself. So you got to get as little deflection as you can. Because if you try to hit it in the front armor on a low-angle strafe, it's not really going to do the damage that you need it to. BMPs are pretty fun, just because you can open them up. Freaking GAU 8 is a can opener on those things, so that's usually pretty entertaining also. Alright, so just kind of contemplated doing a low flyby. Woo, they schwacked a civvy. Nope, never mind, he had an AK. Battlefire, we do not. Barb, I do what I want. Add the T-14 to the mod set. If anyone makes a T-14, sure, but I haven't seen one. I mean, and if anyone does make something, it's going to pale in comparison to what RHS can put together. Nah, I'll wait for him to come in on the egress, and I'll pass straight over him, hook back around, do a mid crossover Maruko. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll come this way, voop, fly around. Or should I fly up behind him? Nah, last time I flew behind him, so I'll fly in front of him once they get through two coasts. So I'm going to go voop, and then come back around midfield, come back, blah, 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 pattern. Because basically your normal pattern is, you know, you do a midfield cross, come back down on the downwind, turn left base, turn left final, and you're there. So almost carrier style, but that's how the Air Force like to do it too. I mean, Cup has a lot of volume, and they do have some quality stuff. I mean, the Harrier's pretty cool, and I mean, their MRAPs were pretty legit right up until RHS brought out the 33L and the Cayman, and it's like they just pale in comparison. So, you know, they got some neat vehicles here and there, but yeah. To really try and compare to RHS, that's just where it's at. Really?
All things those are be advised task force stay in contact from the northeast on the hill. Stand by.
Dagger Thunder tally, but they're getting shredded by Mark 19.
Yeah, roger that.
That was a cool ambush point. I have not run out of gas. I got close. I got real close during Righteous Eagle one time. I brought it home on fumes. That was fun. By fun, I mean awful. Hi, Warlord. I'm surprised Warlord did just pepper him with 30 mil just for fun. I mean, they never would have known with all the Mark 19 fire. But sometimes it seems like the Warlord gunners, God bless them, they're fine with certain weapons, but with the 30mm, it just seems like the whole lock on you with your laser, let it auto range, and you never miss a gunshot. If you count the end of Crimson Moon. Yeah, I did have to glide it in. That was fun. That didn't really count. You know, I didn't run out of gas. That Mark 19 did work. Dagger Thunder 7-0. Have a suggestion for Havoc 5.
Thunder's Dagger Thunder.
Dagger Thunder, just a show of force for these, for Op4 here. Drop a string of Mark 82s on that ridge line. If anyone thinks about crossing over the top of it, they'll see the craters and have a different idea.
Interrogator to the northeast.
Dagger Thunder, A-firm, that hillside to the northeast from hilltop 7-0 to hilltop 5-2 in the southeast. 6 Mark 82s ought to discourage anyone from trying to pull something off there.
Stand by.
I just need an excuse to let these marks go. You know? That's all it is. I mean, let's not stand on ceremony. It's not like I'm going to use it. They're almost back to the freaking cop. Yeah, exactly. I gotta lighten the aircraft, you know, for reasons. Although, all BSing aside, that is a legitimate tactic.
I didn't get a reply about it. Over.
Yeah, Roger Dagger. I imagine Five's got other things on his mind. I just figured it'd be something to lighten the aircraft for landing. I tried. And Picosaurus? No, I do not.
Thunder, North 9 line, over.
Dagger Thunder, ready 9 line.
Thunder, disregard last, over.
Dagger Thunder, roger, disregard. Oh, biscuits. I tried.
Thunder, Phoenix 7-1.
Phoenix Thunder, talk to me.
Q said trombone
All
7
station
touchdown.
7-0, go ahead, RTP, over.
Phoenix Thunder, A firm.
Boiler copies RTB.
Dagger Thunder, roger, Miller time.
Copies.
Alright.
Phoenix copy 7-0. Still at base. Never left.
Oh, biscuits, I forgot about Phoenix.
Rook Air Base, this is Lancer in from the east. Direct landing to the helipad. Over.
Hi, Picosaurus. Thanks for the subscribe, my friend. I appreciate it.
Air Base, Lancer, clear runway.
I gotta say hi to the task force. Mariko traffic, Thunder with you on 7-5. Midfield crossover for downwind, runway 09er, left-hand pattern, full stop landing, Thunder. Oh no. That was
Forward on 7-5, 7-5 on the deck and spooling down. Signing off 7-5. Have a good day.
Airbase, this Lancer on deck, spooling down, signing off 7-5.
Maruko traffic, Thunder 6-1, turning left downwind, runway 09er. Now we shoot a nice long pattern. I don't know where the freaking airbase is, but whatever, it's close enough. Maruko traffic, Thunder 6-1, turning left base, 09er. Maruko traffic, Thunder 6-1, turning left final for 09er. Maruko traffic, Thunder 6-1, short final, 09er, check landing gear, clear for landing. Yeah, I have to give myself landing clearance because there's no one down there to do it for me. And let's put it on nice and easy. Let's see if we can really grease this one on there. Nicely done, Soto. That's how it's done. Did I accidentally hit jettison? Sorry guys, I'll catch up on the comments here in a second, because God knows I'm going to have some time while they roll their way back here. Maruko Tower, Thunder 6-1, clear the active on Sierra 3, taxiing Mike 1 for aircraft parking. Thunder. I'm curious what Top is going to have to say too about that that show. It's nice to touch down on the numbers, that way I can, just taxi off on Sierra 2, but sometimes you just want to grease one on, especially when you got time, of which I had plenty. Now, can I put it back in my taxi spot, or in my parking spot? Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, train Phoenix to ATC. I should do that. That would be cool. Is that all a deco? Yeah, there they are. Oh, Donovan. I'm so sorry. Flash my lights at them. I know they can't see it, but very funny, Deco. Very funny. Gotta watch those wingtips. Otherwise you get real close to them and you don't want to do that. Oh, like a glove. I wish I could use my left engine. Alas, I cannot. Come on, sweetheart. Rugal ground, Thunder's 6-1, secured aircraft parking, shutting down and signing off of 7-5. So long. Alright, secure me sidearm.
Got waved off your 9 line there.
I tried.
I thought they were gonna clear you for that.
Yeah, I tried.
We almost got a Chinook insert too.
Yeah, sorry about that, Mr. Bowman. I completely forgot about doing a scramble drill, but you know, you kept talking to people on 5-1 and I didn't know what the deal was there.
Well, I'm surprised I didn't get shot out of my own helicopter by civilians on the flight line.
Yeah, security forces got to work up on that. I imagine we're probably going to meet back up at the motor pool. We may as well just go ahead and walk over there.
Copy that.
Or I have a Humvee, but I can't carry all of you.
Not hearing you.
I said I also have a Humvee, but I can't carry all of you.
Shout.
Warlord Dagger, 7-0 over.
Dagger's on the phone on 7-0.
Daggers, 7-0.
Go ahead and regroup all the pilots at the motor pool.
Haha, look at us reading minds.
Well, copies.
Somebody's going to have to walk.
There's no gun seat?
Actually, you can climb on top.
They're going to get a full road, looks like.
One of them will. I was going to say you can ride on top. As long as I drive slow.
Who's running? Oh, there.
I offered, but Chief said, get in the truck.
That's why we have it. Although in hindsight, we should probably get the Humvee without the back on it. That way we can actually carry all of us. I'll put a requisition with the motor pool chief.
Oh, that was definitely right.
Yep, that's a pretty clear and present "that's what she said" moment there, Alderan. And now we wait.
Nice rolling with the Air Force. They drive everywhere instead of running.
Yeah, fuck all that running nonsense.
My index, my W finger's not going. Oh, there they come.
Get out of the fucking road! Hi, Blake W55. Thanks for the follow. Ooh, that MRAP's seen better days.
And then let's go circle over here.
And now I get to hear about MRAP, so I'll stick around a bit for the debrief, and then we'll
Bravo's all here.
I'll go ahead and knock it off over here.
2-2's all here.
2-3's here.
2-4's all present.
I don't know why Loster's giving me the death stare.
Here, Lieutenant.
All right. Overall, I say that was a successful training exercise. Overall, I think we improved throughout. There were a couple hiccups, though. When we first took contact, the first couple places, we were a little slow on picking up the tempo and momentum to push through that contact with our vehicles. There's also some slow response times with that enemy transport vehicle at the beginning, at the first bridge. A little slow on taking that out. Other than that, in the last couple towns, you guys did a good job of getting online and moving through and pushing through that town with your vehicles. That was a very good initiative on you guys at that point. There was one point where the fucking convoy took off, and I did not give an order to tell it to go anywhere. What was going on there? Anybody? Private?
There, as the driver inside with the intercom system, it was getting a little confusing. There were orders being thrown out left and right by my TC and the other ranking personnel in the vehicle.
All right, copy
So
that, Private.
I did not
Thank
hear
you.
the convoy net. Thank you.
All right, yeah, make sure you work on that, Lieutenant Williams, and keeping your channels clear and stuff to allow
Hey,
orders to
problem.
properly go through. Yeah, I mean, we didn't really face, I think, a lot of contact, in my opinion, but I did prevent a lot of intel from getting down to you guys, just so it was more of a surprise react. You guys reacted mostly very, very well. Yes, that's pretty much all I have. Lieutenant Williams, do you have anything?
Nothing for task force, sir.
All right. Havoc 4?
Nothing for task force, sir.
Sorry about the guns going down. I wish we missed a couple fire mission opportunities there.
No problem, sir. We'll get it straightened out.
Is that a known issue? Because when that happened, you said not again.
Yes, sir. It's been sent up before.
All right. Well, what's the easy, obvious solution to that? It's put more base plate, especially on a convoy. Put extra base plates in the back of the Vic.
Absolutely, sir. If we're authorized to do so, we will continue. We will do that in the future.
If there's an error, then your base plates are disappearing. Yes.
Yeah, I'd consider that authorization, Sergeant.
Absolutely. Thanks, sir.
All right, anything else from Havoc 4?
Nothing else, sir.
Rotary?
Nothing with Rotary, sir.
Fixed wing, Captain Soto?
Nothing here, Lieutenant.
Thank you, Captain. Captain Drumheller?
Yeah, I got a few things. Captain Soto,
Yes, Captain?
I need you to fix the shit out of the audio on our flashbangs. Whatever that is, that's like a fucking 200 decibel flashbang explosion. Like I don't need realism on our flashbangs to the level where it makes me deaf while I'm playing the game. So I need that flashbang sound fixed.
Can do.
Copy?
I didn't know it was broken.
Driving
it's
backwards.
not broken.
If you're driving a vehicle, do not fucking drive that vehicle backwards. Especially don't slam on the gas driving it backwards without looking where you're going. If you are driving backwards, you need to be driving backwards very slowly, and you need to be honking your horn the entire time.
I guess he
And you
did.
need to have
I don't know,
eyes backwards.
I don't know there, Donovan.
The pace at which we operate means we don't have time to get someone back behind the vehicle and fucking back you up. So you need to go into third person and spin around and make sure that when you're driving backwards,
I guess now I have to flashbang myself.
You need to be doing it slowly. I don't want to see anyone going backwards at 30 miles an hour without clearing behind the vehicle. Last Vic, I went over this.
I don't know, Diver.
This mission, and whoever was on comms on the last Vic kept saying last Vic instead of Vic 6. I specifically went over that. You did a radio check. Every time you were talking, the only time you should be saying last Vic is when you're calling out turns. Otherwise, it's your Vic number. Or when you think the convoy commander needs to understand that you're the last Vic for whatever reason. Drivers staying mounted. Drivers don't have to stay mounted when you're stopped. I didn't actually see that happening, but I know we didn't go over it on any of the other FTXs. When you're stopped, drivers, you can dismount, just stay next to your vehicles in case they need to be moved again, unless you're told specifically to full dismount. Soft dismount, drivers can get out, just stay near the vehicle. Biggest issue of the night. You guys either were not clearing buildings or you were not tagging your cleared buildings. I was with Havoc 4 tonight. Almost every single building we came across tonight that looked like
Quentin,
it had
find
been
me a
cleared was not
timestamp because
tagged
I'd like to
in
see
any
what
way, shape, or form.
what happened there.
That is
'Cause I
unacceptable.
never knew the
We had
flashbangs
to
had a
double
problem.
clear a
They've been the
bunch of
same
buildings so we
flashbangs for
wasted our
years.
time.
So I didn't realize
So-
they changed.
I don't want to see that again. Make sure that gets reinforced. Havoc 2 HQ.
Yes, sir.
That's everything I had.
Thank you, Captain. First Sergeant.
Thanks, sir. Couple of things noted down here. Firstly, when it comes to the mission, I don't care if you guys had a fun time or not. That mission was kind of dog shit. After the last update, the AI has been more and more difficult to fucking work with. I mean, they're at clinical levels of retardation as of late, so it was not easy to get the AI to do what we needed them to do. So if it felt a little easy for you guys, apologies on that, but hopefully that'll be squared away soon. But as far as what
I don't know
from
what
the
they
brief
plan on me
perspective,
doing about it.
there was a couple of fuck-ups. Firstly being towards the, I guess it'd be kind of the middle of the FTX when you guys crossed the bridge across that little island where the MBT was sitting. I personally didn't actually have eyes on it. Lieutenant Burke notified me of it. The vehicle pushed across that bridge before the fucking infantry did. And he even related directly to me, had I had an RPG gunner over there, that truck would have been fucking dead. At no point in time do we ever push those trucks in front of the infantry. We have to protect those trucks. So you guys have to move in front of them. Had there been an RPG gunner there, and he popped out and started hitting that thing with RPGs, you guys would have lost another truck.
Did
Now, there
we
was
not go over that at the beginning? Was that not one of the things we addressed as far as mounted ops?
I don't recall, Captain.
That's a base level thing. The vehicle never goes in front.
In addition to that, there was one point where I took control of an RPG gunner on a roof and was able to fire 4 to 5 RPGs at 2 different vehicles. Both of those vehicles were sitting completely in the open. Now, after I fired the first RPG, I expected to see that vehicle start to move. Can anybody guess what that vehicle did? You're correct. It fucking sat there. It didn't move an inch. So I fired again. Can anybody guess what it did?
Or Germans.
Correct.
Panzers and Tigers.
So I fired
Roll
again.
up behind it.
Guess what it did? It fucking sat there. Had I wanted to, I would have very, very fucking easily destroyed that truck. The second truck that was hiding behind the rock decided to stick its nose out, so I fired an RPG at that one. Guess what it did? It fucking sat there. I could have taken out 2 of your gun trucks with total impunity. There wasn't a swinging dick out there firing a weapon system at me. You have to keep those trucks protected, especially if they're firing RPGs at them. Move the motherfucker. It's not difficult to figure out where an RPG is coming from. Not only do you have audible cues, but you have a big puff of fucking smoke that comes from the tube when they fire it. Get the vehicle behind cover if it's taking fire like that. It's a pretty simple concept. Next, where is, I believe it was Private C. Carter. There. They rolled by a building, and I was controlling a marksman that was up on the 2nd story. However, I was inside the doorway, essentially in a hide. I fired at his turret and popped back into the doorway where he couldn't see me. When I popped back out, I was staring down the barrel of a Mark 19. He sent 1 round into that doorway, and quite honestly, scared the shit out of me. I ate a 40 millimeter. That is perfect example of doing what needs to be done.
Situational awareness.
Exactly. I fired a single round at him. 1 round. And he was able to pinpoint that that came from behind him, spun that turret around, and as soon as I popped out, he was already sitting there ready for me. There wasn't a goddamn thing I could have done to harm him in any way. That was absolutely perfect. That's the kind of shit you guys need to pay attention to, especially when you're up in those turrets. That kind of situational awareness, that's what you should strive to get to. Last thing I had...
That was a compliment from the first sergeant.
Got engaged on
Wow.
the airfield.
Oh, here we go.
Now, 1, it never should have been there, because fucking civilians being civilians and just doing whatever the fuck they want. But 2, firstly, you called it out as an enemy vehicle. There was nothing on that thing to resemble any type of enemy vehicle. There was no weapons visible, no nothing. 2, for all you fucking know, that civilian vehicle was there to hitch a ride or give us some cargo or something along those lines. Because I can fucking promise you, the airbase commander does not come down and ask each and every pilot on that flight line if they're okay with a civilian vehicle entering that airfield. I guarantee you that. So whether it's
That's kind of true too. They may have clearance to get on the
fuck they want because they don't want to listen to Zeus, or whether we
on the
do it
flight
just
line.
keep you guys on your toes. Either way, it's unacceptable to mow down a fucking civilian like that. No
Thanks, Quentin. I'll
PID.
find it. Appreciate it, dude.
There is no excuse for it. None. Sure as fuck not the excuse of, well, there was a civilian on a secured area. Guess what? Civilians work around military bases all the fucking time. That's all I have, LT.
Thank you,
I got
Cap.
something else.
Captain.
Speaking of that particular interaction, I want to go over our civilian interaction in general. Our general civilian interaction is way too aggressive. I said that at the beginning, and it holds true, especially with what the first sergeant just went over. We are portraying a realistic environment, and realistically, I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen convoys rolling down the middle of a fucking highway in Iraq with vehicles all on both sides of them. those fucking Vics don't give warning. Like, they would just be firing the 50 nonstop going down the entire fucking highway. Like, we need to shift our focus to, you know, basically ignoring civilians and civilian Vics unless they're doing something fucking retarded. Like, we don't need to be shooting warning shots at Vics unless they're, you know, approaching the convoy from behind and, you know, gunning it into the back of the convoy, obviously, at a faster speed than the convoy, meaning they're either going to ram a truck or they're going to try and go around, which is unacceptable, or they're a VBIED. But if there are VBIEDs in the area, we're going to know it beforehand. Vehicles coming down the road on the other side of the road, like, there's nothing for them to do. Like, they just keep driving, we just keep driving. If there's no civilian threat in the area, like, we just need to leave them the fuck alone. So, I'll talk with Unit HQ about that, and we'll be rolling out more specific civilian SOP. Basically, just leave the civilians alone. If they're running up in the middle of your lines in combat, we're still going to cuff them, stick them in the corner, leave them behind. If they're doing something funky near the convoy, then fire warning shots or disable the vehicle. But otherwise, unless they're a known threat, they're not a threat. And sometimes it does take a VBIED going off on one of our Vics for them to then become a threat. That's all I got.
Thank you, Captain. Private L. Carter, you had a comment. Excuse me, Private Collins, you had a comment.
Still fun yelling.
Sorry. Thank you, sir. I just wanted to say that I had
You had a what? Private. We don't hear you.
Sounds like he had a mic issue there, XO.
Did you get it squared away, Private?
Is it working now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I was just saying that I was the gunner from the from the truck that First Sergeant had mentioned, and I just wanted to say the only reason I caught it was just I happened to be looking in the back direction because of the position in the convoy I was. I'm glad I saw the shot come off and just happened to pop him.
It's fine. That means you were scanning the proper sector, or at least you were scanning a sector and you were paying attention to what was going on around you, and that's still what's known as situational awareness.
Private L. Carter, you had a comment?
It's already mentioned by Private Collins, sir.
All right, thank you. Any other questions or comments? Put a C or a Q in chat. Sergeant Loster.
Thank you, LT. I wanted to just address, just so everyone knows, just like Captain Drumheller found out yesterday that you can set a limiter to the speed, I found out yesterday that you can turn off the fucking intercom system so that you don't hear it.
Can you go on yelling, please?
Yeah, you can speak on yelling, please.
I am. I'm on. How about now?
You are now.
There you go.
Okay, that was weird. Sorry. Just like Captain Drumheller found out yesterday about the setting the speed limit, I found out yesterday that you can turn the intercom off in the vehicles. If you go to the vehicle options and go to disable, it turns it off for you so that you don't hear a million fucking voices cutting in over the radio and all that other shit. It makes life a lot easier.
That's a good option for that comm saturation that happened with that first Vic. We had half the convoy rolling away without a proper order. Any other questions or comments?
All right, guys, I'm gonna go and knock it off after this one. Thanks for stopping by tonight.
My channel.
Appreciate the show. I'll see you next week, maybe. No, when I'm Zeusing, I generally don't stream just because I try to focus all my efforts on that, so I can never really pay attention. But yeah, we'll catch you around. Good night.